Good afternoon, everyone. By now, we have completed 50% of our syllabus. So we have completed till unit number 3. So from today, we are going to start unit number 4. This unit is a relatively new unit that has been added by the university in the syllabus. It's called Ethics in Engineering. So why is it important? Why should engineers also know about ethical practices? Is what we are going to see in the entire unit. Now, basically in this unit, whenever we will have our reconnecting questions, we will not have questions like what we had in our other units. Will not have questions like what we had in our other units. That is, will not have questions like true or false or fill in the blanks. What we will usually have over here is we will have questions where you have to share your real life experience, right? Ethics is something not only related to engineering, but ethics is something which is quite a common notion amongst human civilization. Right? They'll only not be applicable to engineering, but various and every different field of profession that we have available with us, right? So today we're going to look at the etymology or the origin of the word. So etymology or the origin of the word. So what do we mean by etymology? We mean etymology is the originally. You know that English is a language which has borrowed from different languages and has been building up its own language in that way, right? So here, what we mean to say by etymology, we mean to say originally. Originally, where did this word come from, right? So the word ethics originally comes from a Greek word. Please mark this information as important information. So etymologically, if you are speaking, the word ethics comes from a Greek word which is called ethos, a Greek word called ethos. And ethos means custom, habit, character, and disposition. Ethos means customs. Customs means different type of rules and regulations that you follow at your home. Habits that you have developed. Character, way your character is built in the environment that you have been brought up in. And disposition means the choices that you make according to the moral things that are available in your culture. So what is the simplified meaning of ethics? A simplified meaning is morality or moral values that you follow, principles, rules, regulations that you have are called, or you can term it all together as ethics. Now, what is the definition? Please remember the definition. It is a very important from the exam point of view. So, ethics is actually a branch of philosophy that is used to study ideal human behavior. and the ideal ways of being. It's a branch of philosophy that is used to study the ideal human behavior and the ideal ways of being, that is behaving in public, behaving in a situation, behaving in a society. It is also a systematic approach to understanding. It is a systematic approach to understanding, analyzing, and distinguishing. So you have to understand, you have to analyze, you have to look at different things, different perspectives, and you have to distinguish, you have to make a difference between two things that are given to you, things which are good, things that are not good, or things that are relatively considered bad. By relatively, I mean to say things which are not considered good according to the system, customs, or norms in which we have been brought up. Okay, that is what we mean over here. Right and wrong, good and bad, admirable and deplorable. Deplorable means which can be criticized, which can be criticized. And you are not supposed to judge it on one or two grounds. The ground on which you are supposed to judge it would be where you can relate it to, where you can relate it to human existence. Remember, we have been always talking about human behavior. Remember, we have been always talking about human behavior in general, right? So how is it affecting the relationships of human beings, and how is it affecting the law and order that prevails in a society in a particular way or a particular manner, is what you are supposed to look at it. The example is stealing somebody's idea. Somebody has an idea, and then before he tells anybody else, you say, it's my idea, it's my idea. That's a non-ethical behavior. But in a team, helping each other is considered to be an ethical behavior. So can you tell about a few rules or principles that are followed at your home? Let me give you an example over here. Let's say at my home, most of us, we have to wake up at 6. Right? That's one rule that we follow in our house. Now you can tell us a few, you can draft your answers in the chat box and tell me a few rules that are followed at your home. So I'm giving you a few minutes of time. You can draft your answers in the chat box. So one of the answers that we have is neat and clean home, well behaviors or good behavior. What else? What are the different rules that you have at your home? Only one person has rules at home, others don't have any other rules. And I'll show you some of the answers which I have made. Let's say punctuality, being on time, honesty, speaking truth, hard work, respecting the opinion of other members in the family. Right? These are a few rules that are followed at our homes, is what I understand. So why ethics? You know, now the question here is, why should engineers know about ethics? What if it was not there or engineers do not know? Is it fine? Is it okay? Now, not only engineers, please understand over here that we've been talking about or will be talking about. Just give me a minute, please. Sorry for the interruption. So, why ethics is the question over here. So, ethics is actually an integral part of anybody's success in career. Why so? The reason over here is if you are ethical, you'll be able to generate a nice goodwill in the market, and you know goodwill would work wonders for your work or your job or your business, whatever you are willing to do. When you work ethically, you also gain the trust of the customers. When you work ethically, you also gain trust of the customers, which is one of the accomplishments which any organization or company would like to have, right? Because when trust customers trust you, they might wait for you, they might not go to anybody else, and your business or your work stays intact. Moreover, it also frees you from control. Let's say I have unethical behavior, then what will happen? People will try to take advantage of my unethical behavior. Sometimes it might lead to problems. Sometimes it might lead to problems out of which I might not able, I you as a person would not be able to survive. and it could also cost you your career. It would also cost you your career. That's the reason being ethical removes you from anybody else's control. What are the results of ethics? This is an analysis that has been made. If you have ethical behavior, you will be keen upon producing quality products. You'll see to it that quality is not compromised in different cases. Moreover, you'll also try to look at the conservation of the resources that are there, maximized and optimum utilization of whatever resources are available with you, right? Moreover, when you are ethical, you will take pride in your work. You will be proud about the kind of work that you do. You'll also look at public safety, and you will also follow timeliness. Timeliness means you will do work within the time frame that you have taken. Now, if you go towards unethical behavior would produce unethical behavior would produce shoddy products. That is, products are not good, finishing is not good. Moreover, you will be greedy, you will cheat people. It will also cost you in the case of resources as well. You will not be looking into resources. You'll not see that the resources are preserved. You will try to waste the resources. Moreover, you will misuse the expertise that you have. Whenever a person is unethical, at the back of your mind you'll have fear and guilt, right? You'll be afraid, what if somebody comes to know that I did this? What if somebody understands that I have been cheating? Sometimes you can cheat for a moment, you can cheat for few days or few weeks, few months, few years, but sometimes down the line, right, down the line you will come to know that, or people will come to know that you have been cheated, or they have been cheated, right? Moreover, due to being unethical, you will be creating disasters instead of making good business. Now, this is a very, very important topic from the exam point of view, scope of engineering ethics. So, Mark, this is an important question from the exam point of view. So, the reason engineers are summoned is they want to make the world a better place for living. They want to increase the comfort level of people. Engineers actually make inventions and discoveries so that things become better. People can have a better lifestyle, right? So it is not only the ability that the engineer possesses, but it is also the moral responsibility of the engineer as well. Because engineering, the entire thought behind engineering is to improvise lifestyle or living. You are supposed to make things better. Moreover, it's a give and take situation that we have, because the society has provided us to lead a better life. We have to make efforts to make the society become better. Now, such kind of ethical behavior would be very helpful to engineers when they have to take a point of time comes in life and you have to take some crucial decisions. Now, who is responsible? Remember, we really don't work if there are no rules and regulations set to us. And who decides these rules is what I'm asking here. So there are various engineering societies and various engineering organizations that work for it, and a few of them are IEEE, ASME, IEE, IEI, NSPE. You not only have to know the names and the acronyms, but you also need to know the full forms. Out of these two, I think we would have heard about IEEE and ASME. Can somebody tell me the full form? You may type the answer in your chat box for IEEE and ASME, both. I'm giving you a few minutes of time to think and share. Quick, excellent, and correct answers have been given to me. Please mark this as very important from the exam point of view. In case of an MCQ exam, you may be asked to label the full forms for these things over here. Right. So wherever you are keeping note of the ETC subject, kindly mark this as an important question. Right. You should know the full forms of these institutes because they are directly related to engineering field. So these are the institute that keep a regulatory or the ethical regulations on engineers. These are the professional bodies that do it. It's ethics in engineering. What does it include? Ethics in engineering includes dealing with the following people. So first thing is dealing with colleagues. Colleagues means dealing with people with whom you are working. Now what will happen here? Why do we need to have ethics? Let's say you and one of the other person is working on some new project. You have done the maximum work, but when it comes the time to take credit, your colleague takes all the credit. Now, this would not happen when you have ethics in place. Why? Because you will be assigned some work, things go track on track, and people track back. Next, clients. When you deal with your clients, ethics come into being. Why ethics would come into being? They would come into being because your clients, because if you are ethical, your clients will never force you to do something which is not right. Then employees. Some of you might be thinking of picking up your business. When you'll have business, you'll have some people as your employees. Now, employees can also be saved by ethics. Employees can also be saved by ethics. Okay. Then the public. Most of our services are meant for public. And then the people who are going to actually use the products that you are producing. So what are the influential factors? What are the factors that influence ethics in engineering? Actually, engineering, whenever you are making any discoveries or inventions or new things, it is actually an experiment that is going on. If it is successful, then you may go ahead. If not, then you have to try again. It is all a trial and error thing that happens. And it's a trial and error thing that happens. So it's experimentation. But what should we keep in mind? Many experiments and discoveries were made, but they were harmful to the human civilization. Your role as an engineer demands that you make experiments, but keeping in mind the betterment of the humankind is what you have to do. As an engineer, you are also supposed to see the risks that may be posed at the lives of the people, and you're also supposed to look at the safety of the citizens as a part of your responsibility. What is responsibility? Responsibility means that you should know that things from within. You're not supposed to look at things by force. That should come from within. Next, whatever technological advancements are there, technological advancements demand skills. You have to upgrade your skills, and not only upgrade your skills, but you have to be polished as well. As you grow in your career, you have to polish yourself in terms of skills. And these all things would help you take proper decisions in life, in case of your careers, in case of your businesses, in case of your life as well. So what do you think about the scope of engineering ethics with reference to your field of engineering? Right? What kind of scope do you find in civil engineering about ethics? So you can talk about a business being built, a bridge being built, a road being built, etc. You have to give me at least one example of it. So I'm giving you 5 minutes of thinking time, and during that you may also type your answers in the chat box. You may share any incident from your branch. Let's say we have heard of many bridges falling while in construction. Let's say the roads are not uh, as they should have been, etc. You can talk about it. Can we have at least one or two more examples? We've got one example, but we need one or two more examples before we can move ahead. Right, I'm giving you a few minutes time to look at it. Excellent. We have got a few examples over here, so that's well done. As I said, this unit is a little different We are not going to do things the way we were doing in other units. Right? So the scope of engineering ethics, what does it envelope? It envelopes diverse activities like social experimentation, responsibility for safety, the role to develop the society, global responsibility, as well as seeing to the comfort of people. Please mark this as an important question from the exam point of view, the scope of engineering ethics and what does it envelope. Right. So with this, we come to end with an introduction to engineering ethics. Do we have any questions, any doubts for the session? Fine, we don't have any doubts, so we'll move on to our section of quiz. Just give me a minute. I'll share the link for quiz of today with you over here. So there you go. There's the quiz link. You may start attempting your quiz now. The quiz for today. Excellent. I can see everybody has completed the quiz. By the time you completed your quiz, I have taken the attendance. I'll call out the absent numbers one. So enrollment number 1, 6, 9, 10, 13, and 19. These are the absent students for today's session. Now, one instruction before we complete the class for today is that you need to look at the syllabus. You have to look at the syllabus of ETC, and you have to, in that syllabus, you will find a list of books for book review. You are supposed to decide and tell me any one book that you wish to review. You're supposed to give me this information before the next lecture. Okay, that is before Tuesday. You have to tell me which book you want to do book review, because we have to submit an assignment of book review. 1, 2, this is a reminder to students to complete their Coursera course for ETC subject and submit the certificate of the course in the shared Google folder. And most of us have been talking about resume writing. I hope you have completed your own resume and you are going to submit it within a few days. By few days, I mean by Saturday. That's the deadline. You have been crossing deadlines a lot. Okay, otherwise I'll be putting up the final marks for it. Fine. Thank you, class. This is it for today. We'll close the session on this note. Thank you. Have a nice day.